Right, this is not the usual content that I put out. It's an additional video on top of this week's uploads. Not the kind of thing that I normally do, although I maybe should. The EICMA in Milan, probably one of the biggest motorcycle shows on earth. A viewer was kind enough to send me some photographs and a little bit of spy footage, and I thought if he was good enough to take the trouble to do that, I ought to make a little video. And I'm sure come next week, YouTube will be awash of such videos. First off, Triumph. Now, a few months ago I did hear news that Triumph were reimagining the bobber, and the rumours were that they were working on the seating position and comfort for the rider. As we all know, Triumph have unveiled the TFC bobber this week, and I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed. And apparently it has had only a lukewarm response at the show. Triumph factory customs are expensive. I believe this one starts at an eye-watering £15,000. It does feature adjustable suspension, I think made by Öhlins, upside down forks at the front, and a few more embellishments including some carbon fibre parts. Like I say, I am a little bit disappointed by this. I did think that Triumph were going to do something really constructive with the bobber. Nothing else announced from them at the show. I guess we're going to have to wait until next year to see what else they come out with. Royal Enfield apparently put on a good stand, displaying the models that we are all familiar with one or two rather interesting concepts on show. A monoshock Himalayan, the race bikes that I mentioned a few weeks ago, and a rather tasty Scrambler concept based on the 650 engine. I really like the look of this one. There was also a custom, what looks like a 650 Interceptor in the background. I can't see it properly. I have a feeling that I've seen this before, but I don't know where, as we are starting to expect from Royal Enfield a really good show on their part. Harley Davidson unveiled an adventure concept. Not my cup of tea. It reminds me a little bit of one of the aerials from the late 1960s, but everyone's different, and apparently this created quite a stir. A lot of interest in it. Harley Davidson could do with something to bring them back from the brink. Who knows, this could be it. And last but not least, it's an interesting one, this one. BRIXTON Motorcycles, an Anglo-Chinese concern. A company that's reasonably well known for its 125 and 250cc Chinese produced bikes that are sort of spec'd up to the importer's requirements to meet Western tastes. They were showing off what I believe is a concept, but it seems a particularly well developed concept in my opinion, possibly pre-production. It's a large capacity water-cooled twin, which apparently grabbed a lot of attention because there are some remarkable similarities to the Triumph Bonneville water-cooled twins. Looking around this bike, I can see styling cues from both the Street Twin, the T120 and the Speed Twin. It's rumoured that this is a water-cooled 1200, although I can't confirm that, but looking at the size of the rather ugly looking engine, that's not beyond the realms of possibility. This bike seems to have attracted some, shall we say, notoriety at the show, and the person that sent this in did divulge to me that on the first day he saw it, everyone had free rein to walk around and look at the bike, but on his return it had been cordoned off so that public could only look at it from a distance. I can only speculate as to why that might be. Certainly, looking at the design of the frame, there does seem to be some almost carbon copy similarities to the Triumph machine, and the side panels look very Street Twin to me. The tank isn't a million miles away from the Speed Twin, and overall to me it has a very Triumph look about it. I think this could well ruffle some feathers. Looking the bike over, it doesn't look to me like a concept, it looks like a late stage prototype. Bearing in mind the size of the company that is actually putting this bike on display, there does seem to be far more investment in it than you would expect to see in a concept, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if sometime in the next 12 to 18 months we do see these appearing on the market. Everybody seems to be shouting Triumph copycat. have to say, I don't disagree with that, but I will leave you to make up your own mind about it. Right, that's all I've really got time for. This is the best I can do with the photographs and the information that was sent to me, and thank you very much to that subscriber that did so. Once again, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this short sort of sneak peek video. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I'm hopefully going to get myself to the NEC this month, so maybe we can see more of this in the future. Until next time, ride safely, and I'll see you soon.